everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Chris, and for today's video, I would like to show you my tried and tested summer base routine that keeps lasting, for me at least, all day long. I've tried this when we went to Wonderland, or Canada's Wonderland is this theme park here in Ontario, in Toronto, and it's wonderful. And we go there a lot in the summertime, and we go out every day in the summertime. And so this routine, when I just want to feel like put together, this is like my basic base. And as you know, in the summertime, it gets super duper hot. Like last week, we had a heat wave. And so this is just a simple base. I find that I don't wear so much base in terms of I didn't put any concealer on. I'm just going to show you the products I'm going to use, and this has held up. So, side note, in the winter months, I have dry skin, but in the summer months, because there's so much more humidity and I sweat more, this has helped me with my face and keeping it intact. And I know that this is really good because I got compliments for like, oh my gosh, how is your makeup? This was like past noon. I was with the kids and they're like, how is your face looking flawless? And so I want to share my tips and tricks, and shout out to Wayne Goss because he kind of gave me the ideas, and I just kind of incorporate it in my own way with putting my twist, what works for me. So hopefully it can help you out too. So let's get started. First, your base is definitely so important with a good skincare that works for you. What works for me is like very simple. I exfoliate my skin at night vis-a-vis the retin A rather. So I find that for me, when I stop using some kind of exfoliant, even before I use like lactic acids, it just makes my face like, not makes my face, let me say that again. It helps my makeup lay down much smoother. So, skincare is really important, so you figure out that what works for you. I highly recommend Dr.Dray, a dermatologist here on YouTube, and Dr. Davin Lin. They have really helped me out a lot with my skincare game. I know I've been having, oops, don't mind decreasing. I know I've been having breakouts, but that's hormonal, but it could have been worse without their help. That's like the longest intro of life. Okay, so in the summertime, in the summertime, I use a different sunscreen. So in the wintertime, I can get away with using like a thicker, more emollient sunscreen. This is important, and you'll find out later. But like, see how thick that is? I can only use physical sunscreen. And so that for me, when I use this, it's too emollient and my foundation slips and slide. So I've been kind of experimenting with different ones. For the summer, I find that this physical sunscreen, it's still physical sunscreen, but this one is runnier. Like, it's not as emollient, it's thinner. And so what I do, so I don't have a crazy white cast, I use this Avan, and I got the darkest shade. They have 3 shades, and this one I find, yes, it's very dark, but I use it as a mixing medium, and it has zinc oxide, which will help you with like blue light. And anyways, check Dr.Dray, she'll explain it better for you. But yeah, I've noticed that for me, a thinner consistency of a sunscreen lays down my makeup a lot better, and it doesn't move around. And I'm pretty sure this is micronized. Next, what I do is after I let my sunscreen sit, I usually put about, I don't know, 2 to 3 layers of sunscreen because I know you're supposed to layer your sunscreen throughout the day, but when I have makeup on, I don't get the chance to do that, and I'm very busy with the kids. But what I do is I have an umbrella with me, like this gigantic umbrella that is plus SPF UV protective of 50. So that's why I can get away with it. And of course, hat, sunglasses. And so I know Dr. Dray definitely recommends layering it on, but I feel like it still does work. Like I don't feel any irritation, and I have my gigantic umbrella, so I'm good. Okay, let's move along. So after I let it sit for 20 minutes, what I do next is I get this Milani Make It Last. I know this has a lot of alcohol, but I justify it as I want to use it up. So the next purchase after this, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay one, but this is what I use. This does make your makeup last all day long. So I spray my face. Okay, while that is still damp, I also will get my beauty sponge. This one is the Sonia Kashuk beauty sponge, and I spray my beauty sponge again. Okay, it's already a little bit dampened. Of course, I washed and dampened it, and then what I do is so that my sweat and my oils get absorbed, I use this powder from Patrick Star. I'm so sad that that powder is a limited edition. So anyways, I get my sponge, dip it in, and I put it on my cheeks first, and then whatever is left over I put underneath my eye. I don't put a lot of powder underneath my eye because I have a very textured under eye, but I do put more powder on my ring neck, my wrinkle down there, just to kind of keep it, my foundation staying on, and then basically on the areas that I know I will be getting a lot of oils, on my nose, and just spread it around. And yeah, I got this technique from Wayne Goss. Okay, now that I feel like, you know what, I've powdered enough, that's when we're gonna put on our foundation. Gosh, I'm sorry, this is so dirty, but I'm going to be using the Elixir. It has SPF 20. My but It Cosmetics is almost gone, so I use this. I'm in the shade, I think, light beige. Let me see, let me double check. Warm beige. I'm in warm beige, and what I do is just put that on the back of my hand and just put that on all over. Oopsies. And what I do is I spray my sponge again, just so it's gonna set my makeup right in. Again, this is a different variation from Wayne Goss. If you see in Wayne Goss's video, and I will link it down below, he puts a spray in his hand and then combine it with the foundation. I find that that's way too messy for me, so this is like kind of like my own take on it, but definitely credit to him because this is how I just kind of learned, and it friggin' works so well. And you know it works because when I got my compliment of how, her words, how flawless my makeup look, it was on a heat wave. It was so hot. It was plus 35 with the Humidex. It was crazy. and we were in the park waiting in line for the wash. I was like, oh my gosh, how is your makeup still on? And I got compliments more that day as well and throughout the week, and that's why I just kind of want to share these ideas with you. Okay, now that we're blended, and I haven't been wearing concealer, so I'm just gonna show you the steps that I've been using in the summer. I feel like for this winter I can like pack my face on, and in the summer when I just kind of want to still look pretty decent when I'm out and about with the babes, this is what I do. So I just want to be true to what I do. And then next, one more step to kind of lock everything in. And another, you know, we have the SPF 20 here, of course, but I to the 3 layers with my sunscreen before then, because sun protection is so important. It is key, okay guys, to nice skin. So now that I'm done that, my next step, my last step for this long lasting summer base is my It Cosmetics CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder with SPF 50. Again, please don't depend on your makeup for your SPF. I'm just gonna get my brush down here. Don't depend on your SPF. Don't depend on your makeup for SPF. This is just for me as a top up, just so when it's fading and, you know, breaking down throughout the day, I have like those extra kind of insurance throughout the day. Okay, let's open it up. And as you can see, this is such a well-loved product. I've already hit pan, and I'm not the type of person to hit pan so quickly because I don't wear makeup as much. And what I do is I use this fluffy brush, M Morphe E41. I got this from recommendation from Patrick Starr. And then what I do is I just put that all over. Again, I don't do underneath my eyes because I tried that and it was just crease nation down there, and that's not what we want. And so yeah, I just, you know, do that and just put that on the part of my face that I know has it's gonna break down faster. Guys, this routine survived during the heat wave, okay? I just like to put some under in my eye, set that, and I like to do it with a patting motion, getting into that skin. And one thing I like about this too, not only does it has SPF 50, but it gives me more coverage to put on my neck. Okay, that's about it. That is my base for the summer months. And of course, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows later. Maybe I'll do the final look for the day. But yes, guys, look at this. This is my easy step. I don't have concealer on. I've already explained that. But what I do is I do a reverse contour, so to speak, where I just like add a lot of dimension to my face with bronzer. But anyways, guys, that is my summer base that I've tested during the heat wave, and it lasted me. And I hope this helped you guys. You don't need to do this exact step, but I find that the key is layering it on your face, on the parts that you need to have it layered on. For me personally, because I have fine lines and texture underneath, that if I put this foundation underneath, it doesn't look good, but everywhere else it looks fine. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're excited for summer, well, summer is here, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell because I will also be filming today a new product that I'm gonna try out, and so I hope you stay tuned for that. Anyways, that's it for me, and share for those friends who needs a little bit of tip for summer. Again, this is tested, and this is heat wave proof. That's a good one. Heat wave proof. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Mwah. What was that? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, bye.